So the U.S. Federal Reserve has decided to cut interest rates yet again, down 25 basis points again. So that is very interesting. How's the market reacting? Let's take a look at that as well. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or follow me on X wherever you're watching. And let's get into it. So I picked apart some of the most interesting points to me from Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech after the interest rate decision was announced. They did cut interest rates, like I said, by 25 basis points, and that was expected. So the market is actually reacting very positively to that. Bitcoin is smacking all-time high yet again, and we're going to go take a look at that after we take a look at some of what some of the key talking points that he has brought up here. He says overall economic performance is strong, so that's really good. High inflation has eased significantly, and the labor market remains strong. He also says that they remain confident that inflation is going to continue to fall to 2% as the policy stance is adjusted. So that's good. So they're on track. He's really more, that's more of a dovish comment. Like most of his comments here are dovish, which is a very good sign, which means he's more bullish, more, yeah. If you guys don't know what that means. So dovish means that he's positive and, you know, and the other, hawkish means that he's not so positive. So recent indicators show the economy is expanding steadily and growth in consumer spending remains strong. The unemployment rate has fallen in the last 3 months and remains low. So they always watch unemployment rates. Improved supply conditions support economic development. Inflation expectations are remaining stable, and the Federal Reserve will continue to make decisions on meeting by meeting basis. We know that they're not keen on giving us any indication of what they're going to do next because that information is long away, and they have to look at the data, as he always says, which makes sense, right? You're not going to give people unrealistic expectations of what's going to happen, 2 months down the road, kind of thing. So I do support his stance there and how he is a little bit hesitant to give that information out because, I mean, he doesn't really know. He doesn't know what's going to happen next. All he knows is what's happening now, and that's what he's giving us. So, very good information for the US for sure. Bitcoin reacting very positively. We actually had all-time high again about an hour ago, hitting 76,943 this time. So it is retraced back a little bit down to 76,180. So we're just going to be kind of watching that thing closely. So let's take a look at the overall market today. Not really, the overall market hasn't really brought in a whole heck of a lot. I'm just going to refresh this to make sure it's giving me the accurate information. So yeah, it's just basically Bitcoin has been running. Let's take a look at the 24-hour gainers and losers list. Godius Maximus, top again. The maker, we have Athena, Mantle, Pepe, Radium. Radium has been up there. It's up 50% in the last 7 days and 185% over the last 30 days, doing very well. We have Cardano actually up 10%. Holy cow, I wasn't expecting that. Crow has been up as well. I'm actually going to have a Crow video coming out later this evening because Crow has some really big developments coming out from them. So I watch for that after as well. Ethereum up about 8%, which is driving a lot of the altcoins, a lot of the ERC20 altcoins up about with it, so about 8%. So that is really good to see. Pendle is my biggest holding. It is up again, up to $5.47, absolutely crushing it. So what is this really telling us? This is telling us that people are more apt to get involved with riskier assets now that inflation is sort of easing. The Federal Reserve is loosening restrictions and policies so that people can spend more money with less interest. So that's a really good sign as well. We know that we keep tabs on this all the time because it really kind of shows how the financial industry is doing really in the United States, and things are getting a little bit better. So that's good to see. We also have the presidency, the presidential election being concluded this week, which was really amazing to see Donald Trump get reelected. So he's now the president-elect. To be inaugurated in January. So, some people like him or hate him. He's good for crypto. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're into crypto. And so, really, there wasn't really a better candidate, in my opinion, than him to, help us along our way and maybe put some ease in terms of government kind of restricting what crypto does. So that's very good as well. So we'll see what comes from that. Obviously, he has to go through with his promises and we'll see what happens there. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Great day from the Federal Reserve today, with all the presidential talk and politics and all that stuff. I think we kind of forgot about. I actually did. I forgot about the Federal Reserve interest rate decision today. But there we have it. That's why Bitcoin is up today and the market is moving. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.